Trash.
Bro, he ain't talking about it yet. I look at your face, I'm hyping stuff. I was like, hold on, did he hear me? Is it frozen? What's going on?
Nah,
Trash?
son, I hear you, son. Trash, bro.
Trash. What?
Listen.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Yo Hear Me Out podcast. We are your hosts. My name is Avery. Here with my co-host Leland, and this is episode 9 of the podcast. We thank you so much for listening to us. What's going on with you, cuz? How you feeling, man?
What's going on, cuz? Hey, man, I'm feeling good today, man. Same old every day, working. How you doing,
okay. Yo? Listen, man, I had an interesting thing before we get into the podcast, man. I had an interesting thing happen this week, man.
Okay.
I don't know if it's like necessarily groundbreaking, but I'm just gonna share with you in the podcast members. So I feel like for the longest time, I always had quesadillas in like my top foods, man.
From where?
Well, not Taco Bell, like from a Mexican restaurant or something like that.
Okay.
But although
Chipotle, you ever had one from Chipotle?
Yeah, they good. And even I was going to say, even the Taco Bell quesadilla ain't bad though. It's pretty good actually. I would say, but it ain't
expensive.
Like my tops. Yeah, it is definitely expensive. It ain't my tops. But what I was going to say is, there's a Mexican restaurant here in Knoxville, and I have been getting the quesadillas from them for a while, and I'm like, okay, these are good, but I don't know. But twice this week, son, I got the tacos, the little street tacos. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm taking tacos over quesadilla personally now, man. I don't know. I mean, it's similar.
What's on these tacos, bro?
Well, the street tacos, you just got the little the corn tortillas. You know what I'm saying? They double wrap the corn tortillas, and you got like just the onions, the carne asada, the steak, and like the pico de gallo, and that's it, pretty much.
Okay.
But then it's busting. So I put some guac on there too. Damn, just is busting, bro.
It sounds good, bro. It sounds good, man. Street tacos fire.
I think it's better, man. It's another
hot flavor for sure. Like it's not even close. It's not even close. Like what you just said and what comes on a quesadilla normally.
I know that's what I'm saying, but in my mind, I always had quesadilla up there. I'm switching tacos. Here's another hot take too, man.
What it is, you're growing up, son.
Maybe so, but listen, let me tell you another hot take too, son. Another hot take. So a while back ago, right? We didn't mention this here. Went to Mexico, right? Went to Mexico, son. And so another hot take I have, bro. When we was out there, I was trying to do some Mexican food.
It ain't it.
Was it hitting my? But listen, I'm telling, bro.
Oh, listen, hey, look.
American Mexican food,
right? That's
better than Mexican food, son. That drug, I was like, what's going on, son? What's going on?
No, it's a difference for sure. It's a difference for sure. Like authentic, whatever food it is, bro. Like, You go somewhere like where they really do this. Like if you go to China and eat Chinese food, like this not what you're gonna get at your Chinese restaurant here. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, I'm thinking is that it's still, I feel like I'm getting authentic. Maybe it's catered towards the American palate. Because I'm going, like the place I went to today is like all Hispanic people working, you know what I'm saying? Like people speaking Spanish, all this stuff. So I'm thinking that's authentic. But then when I was in Mexico, had them joints, I was like, this joint. And even I love horchata, bro. It was hard to find some good horchata, my boy. It was hard, dog. Horchata was,
it's the American palate, bro. Everything is different. It's like a little bit more seasoned, more grease, more cheese.
It ain't necessarily healthier, but it hit though.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like that's American. That's America for you. It's like it's not healthier, but kind of tastes better though.
I've never been to Italy, but I've heard people say this, that the pizza in America is better. The same way we took the pizza, remixed it, now it's hitting. We done took the Mexican food, remixed it, and it's hitting too, man. Better than Mexico, man. So you thought the same thing, huh?
No, I've had it before. I've gone to like people's house, and like they grandma over, and they like, oh, we about to cook this crazy dish.
You know what?
And I'm like,
yo, it's been a while since I've been, but you know what? Similar. Now think about it.
Nah, bro, that's what I said. You like this is like the supreme, like we eat this every week, and I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm thinking like you thinking like an American, like, oh, I eat Mexican food all the time. This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a different taste than you expecting, and it's fine. It's okay. It's just you're just not expecting it. Like you're thinking, like you said, like even when you think about like tacos, most people when you think about tacos, traditionally you're thinking about cheese, but tacos didn't necessarily have cheese on them originally,
No, but they're just hit still without the cheese.
No. I mean, yeah. If they got the flavor, the cilantro, the onions, If the steak is seasoned good, like you right. That's really all you need.
Crazy, dog. That junk was
all you need.
Yo, tacos is over my quesadillas. One of these days, too, we got to get into like our favorite foods. Talk about that, man. But
yeah, bro, you still, that's what I'm saying. You growing up, like you're not getting chicken strips no more.
Nah, listen. I feel like quesadilla.
Nah, but for real, like don't trip. Like we all growing up, and we've been the same thing. Me and Ashley talk about all the time. It's like you growing up, you eat simple. You like, I like it simple, bro. I don't like no onions. I don't like this. I don't like that. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff you just off of it. But then like slowly as you get older, you like, you know what? Like put them vegetables on there.
No, because I'm thinking, no, here's the thing though. I've eaten at this Mexican restaurant before.
Okay.
And I was like liking the quesadillas. But then when I had the tacos, so much I had it twice this week. It was like, no, these just taste way better than quesadilla did here, son. Way better. I was like, yo, this is it. It's almost like the quesadilla almost had like too much cheese. It was like just cheese. There ain't the onions on there. There ain't the pico de gallo on there. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm in it right as we speak. Like cheese, dairy, all that stuff is like slow. It's slowly like I'm kind of good on it. I'm kind of good. Like
wow.
Maybe it's just getting older, son.
Bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like my top.
You ain't 30 yet. You ain't 30 yet. Son. Wait till you hit 30.
I ain't 30 yet. September, I'll be 30. You say, so you think I'm gonna be off cheese, man?
I'm not gonna say you're gonna be off cheese. I'm saying your body might be off cheese, bro.
That's fair.
Your body might just not be rocking with it, son.
But that's fair. That's fair.
What's up? What we got this week, man? We got these would you rather would you rather questions. Babe, what you got for us this week, man?
All right. So would you rather always get stuck in traffic or always have a terribly slow internet connection?
Both these joints suck, bro.
These is easy.
It's easy. What you thinking, bro?
Easy, bro.
What you thinking?
Do you know yours? Because I'm gonna tell you.
Let me hear yours, bro. I'm still thinking. I don't even know what's yours, bro.
Give me the faster internet, bro.
True.
It's like come on, bro. First of all, it's always be stuck in traffic. Like that's gonna be annoying for sure.
You might stop leaving the house, my boy. When you stuck in traffic,
you might use that good internet to get some Amazon packages. You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
But, bro, no slow internet connection. It says terribly slow. Like this is the point of the would you rather. You got to always look at the adjectives. Like what are the qualifiers? This is it's not just slow internet. Like 2-3 megabytes. This is terribly slow. Like it's not working for you at all. Whatever you're trying to do is gonna take you forever.
Yeah,
that's gonna make you mad, bro.
Oh, for sure. But here's the other thing too. Now there's a difference between like traffic and also stuck in traffic too. Stuck, you could be like, bro, it's an accident, so I'm just
not moving.
I'm not moving. That's you almost can't even live, son. Every time you leave the house, you getting like you can't even live, my boy.
Hey, this is the thing. Somebody is like that.
True.
I mean, for some people in New York, like whatever, like that's the reality. It's always traffic.
Yeah, it's
Atlanta.
True.
I mean, they deal with it. You know, they budget their time accordingly. They something that's gonna take them an hour to get there. They budget for 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
I'm like, yo, it's crazy. That's crazy.
It's definitely an inconvenience. Don't get me wrong, but at this point, we arguing what inconvenience is worse.
Yeah, I feel like the no internet, man, which is much stuff I'm watching, dog.
Bro, Netflix done.
No, I had to switch the cable. So that's it. I had to switch the cable. You could never watch stuff on your phone.
Your phone done. Social media done.
Yeah.
You're not sending media. You gotta send video, pictures. That's done.
Everything. Yeah, I guess I have to say.
You can't work from home.
Can't work from home.
No remote classes.
I mean, depending on
bro. You cannot live, man.
Here's the thing, though. There was a time, man. These are simpler times, but there was a time because growing up, we actually never had internet. Well, maybe had internet for a couple years there, but for the most part, I didn't have internet at the house. And then this is before smartphones. But I feel like maybe now that you got in society, like we use this stuff all the time, it'd be hard to regress back. But there was a time, like you would ask me this question. What is this? 12 years ago, I guess, 2011 or so. I literally didn't have internet, dog.
Maybe a little further than that, bro. You about to go back like 15.
15 for you?
15, 16 years. Think about it, man. Like even then, think about this, bro. MapQuest. You remember MapQuest?
Yeah, for sure.
You remember what you had to do before MapQuest? No, that's my
before
point.
MapQuest, you use a map?
Before you had MapQuest,
oh yeah.
You didn't.
You use a map or you meet somebody, man. Because I remember.
How did you get around? Not what people did.
Oh, how did I get around? Before MapQuest, my mom was driving.
You didn't, son, and that's my point, bro.
Yeah,
you did not get around before MapQuest, so you have no idea. Like, internet existed, like it was valuable to us even then. Like, we needed it.
True, but here's the thing: you can pull up a MapQuest directions. It might take you like I'm imagining it's probably take you 15 minutes or so, when it should take 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? But even 15 minutes, you can still get somewhere with it. You know what I mean? With a MapQuest.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine. Like,
you're gonna be printing out MapQuest instead of using GPS if you pick.
Hold on, so you talking about just everywhere you go, you got no internet? If not, it's impossible, son.
Bro, it literally says,
okay, that's impossible, bro. It's impossible, dog. And
that's what I'm telling you.
It's impossible, dog. I thought it'd be like at my house when I'm at home.
Bro, I literally told you it's impossible to always have terribly slow internet connection. Like everything you're trying to do, I can't Google map turns. I can't find something real quick.
Now, hold on. Even with Google, though, one little thing I would say, though, is that once you get the directions, even if you lose connection, you still find. Now, I might, like, you can't get in your car and hop off somewhere right now. No, it's going to take you a while, but I've been places with spotty service. Now, for real, once you get
it'll work. It'll work enough.
Yeah, but I'm saying plugging it in could take 10 minutes maybe to get to, like, before you're waiting for signal and stuff. I've been, which sucks because you just want to get in your car and go.
Yeah.
But in the same way, when you get in that car with the traffic, you ain't going nowhere fast either. So once you get in that car, you ain't going nowhere fast.
At this point, you just asking what's the worst inconvenience. And to me, the internet being slow, the way it integrated into the world that we have right now, I don't want that, bro.
I agree, man. It's impossible, dog. It's impossible, bro.
It's impossible.
You'd have to really be off that. You'd have to be on that, like. And I knew some people. And this also, once again, I knew like a girl in high school, and she was kind of like, I didn't watch TV. She didn't watch TV. She really wasn't on social media. But even like I said, that was still what 10, 12 years ago. I don't know if anybody living like that now, son. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I had a coworker probably about what's this like? Gotta be. I was working out. Let's say like 6 or 7 years ago.
Okay.
A coworker, and she got out of college and started working. She didn't have a smartphone.
Crazy.
And she was like,
so you said she was like what, 22, 23-ish?
22, 23, saying never had a smarphone in her life, bro.
Now I can see, because you do sometimes meet people like that. I feel like I kind of respect it a little bit, because it's like you unplug from the Matrix or something, you know what I'm saying? I kind of respect it, but also I kind of be like, yo, you wilding. But I do respect it, because I'm imagining with your time, like you probably mad productive, you probably reading, working out, you know what I'm saying? Like she probably wasn't using the TV or stuff either, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah. No, I mean, that's super cool girl, man. Like,
yeah,
still friends to this day, but that was crazy at the time. Like, we was like, yo,
no smartphones.
I mean, at that time, I mean,
everyone had them by then, for sure.
2011 is when they like really 2010. 2011 is like when they really start taking off. Man, by the time 2015 hit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Everybody had a smartphone, man.
Yeah, sure. I mean, they was cranking them out. So that was strange. But yeah,
we're on the same page, man.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page with this one, man. You gotta put me in traffic, yo.
I think here's the thing though. Lastly, we just have to really start living differently though. Like it'd be like, bro, I can only leave the house.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
or you gonna walk places, bro.
Or walk or bike. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna move closer and walk or bike. I was thinking the same thing, yeah. Walk or bike, son.
You're gonna be, I'm gonna walk. The thing that's crazy is you might still get stuck in traffic. You always.
Son. And that's what the police escort. What's going on? Like, you can't come this way, go around. Like, how
always, bro. You can't break the question. This joint says always stuck in traffic.
I don't know how you get stuck in traffic, bro. For real. Not consistently. It's almost like, you know,
it's traffic in your neighborhood, son. As soon as you walk out your door, it's a wrap.
That's kind of crazy, bro. I'm thinking like car though, because like literally outside of like a parade or some big event, New Year's, and maybe the streets is congested walking. I've never really seen walk in traffic. You know what I'm saying? Now bike for sure. Like even with bike, if you know with the traffic, you might have to like you riding on the grass a little bit because
Yeah.
like streets is crowded. You know what I mean? So wow,
Nah,
man. We're on the same page, though. We're on the same page, dog.
all right, cool. What's next, babe?
All right. So would you rather have eyes that can film everything or ears that can record everything?
They're both useful. They're both useful. What's more useful?
I think I know.
I think probably eyes might be like more useful because maybe you can look like if you see something really awesome, you can like replay it again. I feel like also too, whenever you pull out the phone sometimes don't even be, you know, especially like the moon. I know you were talking about before we started, the moon in the background behind you, the blue. You take a picture of the nice moon, like, yo, the moon looks incredible. You pull out your phone, you look at that joint, it's like, nah, son, it don't look nothing like
It don't do it justice for sure.
at all, son. So yeah, maybe if you could see everything, that'd be cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you here. I just think video is just more impactful than audio. Kinda. Like in some
Yeah,
as a whole, you know what I'm
as
saying?
a
Like
whole, for sure, for sure.
like would you rather be blind or deaf? You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay, okay.
you see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the vast majority of people would be like, listen, bro, I ain't got to hear you, but I want to
sure, sure,
see.
sure.
You know what
Sure,
I'm
sure,
saying?
sure.
You need like you want to see. So I think I feel like that's kind of the same effect here. It's like I just think that having a visual on everything, photographic memory, essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Well, I think it is more recorded now. That could be a good would you rather give to, bro. I feel like that's like a great superpower, bro. You talking about? I be thinking about this a lot because my boss claims, well, let me not, I'm just gonna say she be claiming I can remember everything. She can't, sir. She can't. I'm like, bro, you know how nice I'd be like at science and chemistry and life if I remember like Mike off Suits. If
no,
I
yeah,
remember
that's
every single
crazy.
thing I read, bro, I done read stuff I forgot. Like, bro, I'd be like a whiz, son.
I mean, no,
Be,
anybody would. And you be reading because you like you in your free time, you just literally just be downloading stuff into your
oh
memory.
yeah, if I just gotta read it once and it's in there, son, it's a problem, dog. I'm a problem, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Nah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
crazy
crazy.
to do that. Yeah.
That's a crazy ability for the people that's like, first of all, side note, do you think that's actually a real thing?
Yeah. So I think what happens with those types of people though is that sometimes they can't necessarily. Well, actually, no, I've seen both. I've seen people who can like recite a book, like a whole book.
What you mean you seen it?
Or read stories of it.
Okay, about to
But it
say, like, what you mean?
usually,
I'm
no,
like,
no, no, no,
like,
no.
that's crazy. You know
Usually,
somebody?
no, usually in those cases though, not all the way. They have something called, pretty sure this is pretty correct because I saw a Wikipedia page, if not, beep it out. Idiot savant syndrome, where like a person's like super, it's literally called idiot savant, where like they're like a savant, like super gifted in one thing, but then also they usually have deficiencies in other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Okay.
like almost like Rain Man, the movie Rain Man, where he could like count crazy big numbers or remember stuff, but it's like he lacked in other stuff. So sometimes you see it in those cases where it's seemingly superhuman. Also, remember one time I was watching Ellen show, and they had a guy that came in and he could like he greeted every single person, and he was able to remember all their names like afterwards. But even for that, usually it's kind of like for that case, it's usually more short term. Like you can't ask him a year from now, hey, what were those
Yeah.
people? But he can hold it for like the course of the show. And even that was
I know.
crazy though. To remember like 300 audience members' names, everybody's name and face, and then come after it, and he told everybody their names. I was like, that's
No,
crazy.
it's impressive for sure. It's impressive for
Yeah.
sure. And it's usually some type of like mind association thing that they did that they kind of trained it. It's like
They do that.
it's I've seen that type of thing too. I think there's more of a skill than a talent, or
Okay.
it could be a little bit of both. You know, like to be able to associate certain things. But I
Yeah.
don't know. Just a random question, bro. I just wondered if you thought that was
Now,
real.
I think, like I said, I do think it's real to different degrees, but also I heard about something recently. Another friend of mine, he told me he didn't have the ability to like visualize a picture in his mind. I can't remember the name of it. Like he couldn't close his eyes and visualize something. Like think of your house, think of your dog. Like And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, bro, I can't do it. It's actually a thing, bro. And I was like, dude. And then even I was asking him like, because he was actually like kind of high up in school and everything too. I was like, how'd you even make it to school? Like if you can't close your eyes and remember something you looked at or like visualize it, that seems tough, man.
That seems impossible.
That's what I was telling him. I'm like, bro, it seems impossible, but it's actually a name for it where he can't he don't have like that mind's eye. And then I was asking him like, yo, do you even be dreaming? He was like, not really, son. I'm like, dang, that's crazy, son. That's crazy.
That's crazy. So you close your eye, you can't remember your mom. You can't visualize.
You remember, but you can't like craft a picture or a scene in your mind. So for him, he probably would take this drink where he can everything he see, he can remember for sure.
That's a crazy thing, man. Before I go on too much of a tangent, like
what's up? Go ahead.
Nah, we went on a crazy tangent because I always think about stuff like this, and this is just random, bro. But like, like people can sketch, right? Like, can draw. I can draw a little bit. Like, I'm not like amazing at it, but I can do it. And Cam, my little brother, he can do it as well.
For sure.
Even my dad can sketch a little bit. And
really, I never seen your dad sketching. I've seen that though. I never seen that.
Yeah, he can sketch a little bit. And
okay.
I always think about that when you're talking about like visualizing things, because me and Cam, we talk about it, people are like, well, how did you draw this? I'm like, bro, right, literally you just see it and you just do it. Like, it doesn't seem like, to me, it's crazy as people are perceiving, but it's kind of like, it's related to what you're saying. Like, yeah, you visualize what you see, what you've seen and what you've done, and then you're able to kind of translate that on paper.
So you're talking about drawing something without the picture there. You're talking about drawing something from memory.
Either or, because I think if you're looking at something, let's say you're looking at something right beside you and right but next to you, it's different than tracing.
That's true.
You're transposing. You see what I'm saying? So you're taking an image, you're processing it in your mind, and then you're transposing that in the same way, shape, form, whatever, onto paper. So it's kind of like you got to do that transition some way. And so it's always strange to me or interesting to me when people talk about like why they can't do it. And I'm like, bro, it's just, and we're talking about simple stuff. They're like, I can't draw anything. And I'm like, yo, like literally you see it. Why can't you just
true
do it? And it's kind of like that same thing. Like, we just don't have that ability.
Yeah, no, definitely certain talents. This could be a whole other thing. I'm just even thinking about other.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, it's
yeah, we had to come back next week, y'all. Come back next week.
Come back next week. We might have to get it.
We dive into some of these other topics. Yeah,
we might just have like some random episode where we just like, what's it like? What would you call it? Like,
well, this almost leads to something a little similar. Where I thought about like, I think there are certain. I've had this conversation with people before. I think there are certain things that are good to be born with naturally. Like we talk about God-given gifts and stuff like that, or even people's temperaments. This basically, I'm gonna share the whole thesis right now, but basically, I think there are certain temperaments, like someone being a natural leader, I think is a great thing. And then because you can talk about parents that have kids, one of them's one way, one of them's not. Person not being afraid, I think that's a good attribute to have. But some people are just inherently a little more fearful.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But you see what I'm saying? But that's a good thing to have, kind of no fear. It's also could be dangerous, but in the grand scheme of life, if you had to choose one, you'd rather be a person with no fear.
Yeah, it's definitely a pro versus a con.
For sure.
Way more pros versus cons, depending on what gifts you have. So I'm with it.
And definitely
we'll get into this some other day. Maybe, like I said, maybe we'll just do an episode where we just do crazy theories and philosophy.
Possibly, yeah, possibly, man.
But all right, what's next, babe? What's next? Long tangent.
All right. So would you rather eat a stranger's toenails clippings once a week or have everything smell like rotten eggs?
All right, listen.
One of these is impossible, dog.
Yo. First of all, where are we getting these questions where it's everything, always, everything, absolute? Like, yo,
what does that mean? This one says strangers' toenails clippings once a week, so it's not all the time.
But the other one every week, say
every single week.
No, honestly, bro. Honestly,
no. Think about this though. Wait. Qualifier. Have what is it? Have everything. I'm pretty sure that's not even grammatically correct. have everything smell like rotten eggs. Like what?
Listen, bro. Listen, basically, you've essentially then got no sense of smell. / it really smells bad. But even still, I'm leaning that way, dog. Over strangers toenail clippings. That sounds, bro. I'm about to gag a little bit thinking about that. That sounds disgusting, son. I wouldn't eat my own toenail clippings, my boy. What are you talking about?
You right, yo. You right.
That jump. What you think, bro?
Yo, I just don't know what have everything smell like rotten eggs means, bro. I'm kind of hung up on that, bro.
It means, like I said, it's got to be every single thing you smell. So essentially, you just lost your sense of smell.
Are they saying like are they saying like I'm only the only one intaking that smell, or it's like everything that I am and I have smells like it, and everyone else can smell it?
I thought it meant like. Sorry, I thought it meant like everything that you actually smell through your nose.
For you,
yeah.
What you think, babe? What you think this is saying? This is important.
Yeah, I think it's everything you smell. Like, I think it's just like a consistent smell of rotten eggs is what they're saying.
For me personally, not everyone.
For you.
Okay, that's not as bad then. I thought they were just saying like everything, like you can't, everything that you have smells like this around you and you can't do nothing about it.
No, no. You smell it. So I feel like I said, you just essentially lose your sense of smell. So you can't smell like anything else other than rotten eggs. Which also there's other things too that suck about it. But I do think you would actually get normal to it. I think it will kind of like get to just the point. But then you can't smell nothing. You can't.
No, it won't smell. It probably won't ever smell good, but it probably will definitely like kind of just be what it is, you know? Like you're not gonna.
Bro, the stranger's toenails, like I said, I was just about to gag thinking about it, bro. That's crazy.
It's gross, bro. That's gross.
That's gross. I can't do that one.
I can't.
No way, my boy.
Nah, I don't know if I can do that, bro.
I'm just eating stranger's toenails.
I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it 1 time, 1 week.
That's what I'm saying. Even 1 time, it's like, bro, for the rest of your life, this joint, or 1 time. It's like, yo, remember on Fear Factor, you used to have wait. I'd be like, hey, now this, like, I'd be like, yo, and you try to find an episode. I try to find an episode, like, I could have made it through this one episode.
Nah, this one episode.
I could have did everything there, but sometimes they be like, yo, we got these buffalo testicles. You gotta eat as much of these you can in 5 minutes. It'd be like, what?
Yo, for me on Fear Factor, it was always the concoctions, bro. Like it's the joint. Like we made you a milkshake, and it's like, bro, and then they be like sprinkling different things, like certain things, like, oh, we got roaches in yours, and we got worms in yours, and you be like, yo, what are y'all doing, son?
Yeah, that's why I've been on that show. Like, you know what, guys, my bad, yo.
It's been fermenting for days. I mean, I'm already out. When somebody throw up, I'm out. As soon as I watch somebody else do it and throw up, ain't no way I'm about to do it. Like,
ain't really enough money in the world. So for certain, it had to be something like, it gotta be, we gotta move. I almost just now. I got a weak stomach. I almost just now, like, hold on. So we about to, oh boy, I'm about to, hold on now. Oh, even thinking about it, I'm like, son. We got to move on, my boy.
No, I'm weak. My man can't be.
Hey, listen, bro, I got a weak little. I can't say weak stomach. People try me out here in the streets. What's up?
Weak little stomach.
Nah, they tried me out here. Nah.
Nah, man, I'm dead, son.
Listen,
dead, yo.
I'm saying, bro, this might be
TM.
I think it's the podcast space. I think we got to do this. Bro, even brushing my teeth, man, I almost throw up every day. I brush my teeth. When I go to the back of the tongue, I be in there. Bro, eyes be red and everything. So I'll be like, oh. Luckily, I've never thrown up, but I feel like I've gotten close. I lied, son. Like brushing the back of my tongue, so I'll be like,
yo, I'm still.
My eyes be red, son, in the bathroom. Like,
Avery with a little weak stomach. I got a little weak stomach.
I got a little weak stomach, man, but I can't do that, Johnson. Heck no.
Oh shoot, yo.
We're on the same page, but we'll get used to it, dog.
All right. Let me. This my thing. You'll get used to it. This the crazy part, though, son. Is it better or worse to see the stranger who the toenails clippers came off of, son?
I guess the only answer would be.
Is it better or worse? Is it better or worse?
A couple cases. Let me tell you a case. An extremely attractive woman, I guess, is a little better. I guess, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
But if it's anyone else, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even then, I still probably ain't gonna do it. Even though I'm thinking about it now. I'm thinking about it. It don't matter how good she looks. It's like your people be like, yo, man, you look so fine. I'll drink your bath water. Man, heck no, son.
Nah, son. Water. That's too far.
Yo.
Yeah, a little weak stomach, son.
Right,
that's too far.
It's too much, bro. Like I said, I think though, if she was like a really attractive woman, it might help, but it ain't gonna be enough to be like, you know what? All right, fine.
Nah.
No, that's what I'm saying. It ain't enough, son. It ain't enough.
Fine.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Yo, I'm weak, son. I'm so weak right now.
Listen.
Yeah, bro. I just don't see it. But I did want to know, like, yeah, for sure. I think
did it help you seeing a person?
Man, I think
not Ashley Toenails, son.
I think not seeing them is gonna make it like a little worse, man. You need a story, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, what story? Like, how you get in this situation? You answered the question. I need a story. How did I end up here, bro? You answered the question, son.
No, bro. I'm saying you need a story behind the toenail. Like, it's like a stranger. Like, bro, if they just handed you just straight toenail clippers, bro, is it worse that they just handed it to you? It was like, you know what I'm saying? Have fun.
I ain't doing it. I'll tell you, bro. The more we talk about it, sir, heck nah, bro. I'm getting more and more solidified in my answer, bro. Listen. Listen, we talked about losing sight before. I'd almost rather you turn Daredevil.
Lord, blind me, Lord.
Bad, bro.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
I can't do it.
Oh, that's crazy, yo. I'm hot in here now, so that's crazy. That's crazy, yo.
Okay, I'm gonna transition us into our first topic. Here's how, man. Speaking of this show here, The Last of Us.
Speaking of this?
Huh? Yeah, speaking of nasty stuff. I remember it was episode 2 when all the fungus and stuff was growing, and that's when LaTanya tapped out. She said, "Yo, watch the rest without me." She tapped out like, bro.
I'm out of here, yo.
It was because you remember in episode 2,
nah, it was nasty.
Open his mouth, and then it was like you need to fuck. It was like even I was like, nah, boy, it's not that bad inside. I'm like, no, it's pretty bad.
It's gross. Man. Even the intro is nasty. Like,
yeah, man, you trying to see all that the fungus growing, man. Heck, no. Anyway, I literally skipped past the intro. It's funny enough because recently I started watching the last few episodes with some other people, and the guy, when I started the episode, he was like, "Yo, man, don't you just love the intro?" I was actually like, "Actually, bro, I usually skip over the. Be honest with you, I literally skip past this joint. So no, I watched it.
What did he love about the intro, bro?
I don't know. I guess the cinematography. I guess I don't know. Son. I was like, bro, I usually skip over this joint, and I'm actually only watching this because you here. But dang, that's crazy. You like it because I was so against it. You know what I mean? It ain't bad, but it just ain't for me. It just ain't for me, son. But listen, we'll switch to the topic. The Last of Us. It's a TV show on HBO. Really, really popular. It did some really great numbers, and the series finale just ended this past week. Episode 9 just ended, called "Look for the Light." And so we got to talk about it, Leland. What did you think of the episode, dog? What did you think of the ending? You want to tell the people what happened? This is about to be spoilers. What you think, dog?
Trash.
Oh, he ain't talking about it yet. I was looking at your face. I'm hyping stuff. I was like, hold on. Did he hear me? Is it frozen? What's going on?
Nah,
trash?
I hear you saying trash, bro.
Trash. What?
Listen, I'll put you like this. Let me just sum this up. The Last of Us can be summed up in one word, son.
You still don't say trash again, but you going hard, bro. You going hard. What you think? What's
overrated, bro? Overrated, man. It's just overrated. Like, I feel I didn't play the game.
I didn't play the game either.
I know the game had, I think my point is, like, I think they tried to make it too much like the game, and the game, like, was good because it was interactive. You
a lot more zombies. People are telling me you're killing a lot more of the zombies in the game.
No, it's a video game. So
there's very few zombies in this joint. Honestly, dog. There's what?
Honestly, bro.
Eight max that you actually interacted with. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And they all might have been one episode. You know what I'm saying? Like
one episode had most of them for sure. For sure.
When they was fighting that big old horde of them, it was crazy. So what I'm saying is, I just think the show is not trash because the money behind the show is great. The cinematography, I can tell that the writers are good at what they do. I just think they try to get a little too cute.
Hold on, listen now, listen. Speaking of, did you be watching a little after the show, like the little inside episode? I watched it for the last one. Listen, I watched it for the last one, right? And the girl who plays Pastor Greenleaf, I can't remember. The one girl who was the what's her name?
Marlene.
Firefly's woman.
Marlene.
Yeah, Marlene. She after the episode was like, oh man, I get so choked up thinking about this scene. I was like, bro, these actor people, bro, y'all gotta relax. Son. Like, yo, you had 10 lines in the show, and she was like, but because here's the thing, bro. When I see the actual show, it's for sure done well. But when you see the behind the scenes and how much start, stop, how can you get that like emotional after the fact, looking back, like, you know what, that was such a beautiful scene. Like,
maybe they put a lot of work into it, man.
I guess so.
For me, it was this though, and I think it was like episode 7 or 8. Me and Ashley just watched this joint last night. It was the behind the scenes, inside the episode type joint. And the writers were like patting themselves on the back the whole episode. Like, that's how I knew they was getting too cute. They was like, yeah, and then we took it away from her. Like he was like, what are you talking about? He was like, yeah, where Ellie had a chance to, have love, but
bro, listen, because we talked about it. That's the episode before. So what happened? Let me give a little bit something. So for those who haven't watched the show, you might can still find this entertaining. So what happened in the show was it's about like these zombies that come, and the zombies they happen through a fungus pretty much, and it spreads from person to person through a fungus if they bite you or whatever. And so in one episode, I think that was 7, they had one of the main characters. She kind of has this whole like little love story, like a teenage love story with someone. They kind of come out to each other, and it's like, yo, man, we're gonna like live the rest of our lives. Like, this is great. Like, oh man, like I like you too. You can see they were nervous saying it, and then like 2 seconds later, after like she's like, okay, well, let's stay. We're gonna build a life, kind of. Zombie come in and kill him, son. So it was like, yo, it was literally a gut punch, son.
But what's so crazy is that the writers were like proud of it. They were like, yeah, like we thought about this scene, like we spent all this time building up this hope and joy, and then we yanked it away from her. And then he was like looking in the camera, like kind of happy, like, yeah, that was good. I was like, yo, dude, this crazy, son.
That's gotta be what them This Is Us writers be doing, bro. Quick pivot. Have you ever watched This Is Us, son?
No, bro. I have, and I stopped because of this. I was like, yo, this is too much, man. Like they're literally just trying to make you cry. Like how, like
trying. They succeeded, my boy. Yo, 2 or 3 times each episode, I was in there like, bro, this touches. Literally, it'd be like 3 times each episode for me.
The little weak stomach, son.
Ain't the weak stomach, bro. You never cried in that joint, son? It'd be like 3 times each episode, they hit you with something like,
no, it really is, bro. They keep on talking about the dad like he was the best person to ever walk the earth, son.
Yeah.
Remember when dad was like, remember that one time, son, he gave up his right leg for us?
Yeah. That jump, bro. I literally stopped. It was really good, but I stopped a couple seasons in because I was like, bro, I just ain't trying to be going fit.
They doing too much. That's literally The Last of Us in a nutshell. It's like you're doing too much. You're trying to be too cute. You're trying to be too artsy. Like, bro, just tell the story. Like, you got 2 episodes out of 9 that really are just filler episodes that just have a feel-good story. Don't really have any progression to the story.
Oh, because episode 7 and 3, you're talking about Bill and Frank episode, no progression. And then the Ellie episode, I didn't care per se how she got bit personally. That scene was in the game though. I think they added some of the other stuff. But her in the game that was there, but I didn't, as someone who didn't play the game, I wasn't necessarily like, how did she get bit? It was like, bro, she just got bit and got away. So I didn't care too much.
I think the pacing for the show is much different than a video game, especially a storyline video game where you're interactive. You want those scenes and you're trying to take the character on a journey, like you have more slack to go deeper into the character development and let that person is like literally controlling them. They're walking around as them. So I think they tried to do that in a show, and me personally, I just don't feel like it really translated well.
Mhm.
I feel like it just could have been better as a show. I feel like the writing, the plot, the pacing, the actual scenes could have been better. I think the actors are phenomenal. I think the
For sure.
cinematography is great. I think all the
For
money they
sure.
put behind it, good. And I think the writers are good and at what they do. I just think they just try to do too much. They got a little too cute, man.
Let me get this for you, son. Let me get this from you. What would you say? What would you give it out of 10, dog? The whole series. Now you've seen the whole series.
We always go back to this when we always talk ranking stuff. It's like,
True.
like, and we talking about technically, or we talking about like just pure
Well,
enjoyment?
give us both. Give us both, man.
Like technically, it's like a 9.
Okay.
It's really good. It's HBO. It's got a lot of money. Even
Yeah.
behind the scenes, they were like, "Yo, we went to the coldest place. Like, it's real cold. It's actual cold. Like, this is not for." And the set, the whole scene,
The giraffes.
not the giraffe, like the mall that they did with the Ellie episode number
Oh
7.
yeah, that was dope. Yeah.
That was a whole set. I was like, "Yo, that's crazy that they built this out." So technically, it's like a 9, but like enjoyment wise, kind of like a 6, bro.
6 for you. Well, this is
Yeah.
the reason I asked, man. This is the reason I asked. I can see how you can say it's overrated, because to me, I see a lot of people on social media talking about this the best thing ever since sliced bread. I'm like, ho, it's not that. I
It's
think
not
overall,
even
I give it an 8 out of 10. It had potential now. I give it to me because here's the thing though. This is kind of my genre too, like I was telling you, bro. Actually, little sidebar. I say it's so much to talk about. Listen, there's some shows coming out on Apple TV. Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how it is. We're all over the place now, but let me just get into it. There's a show coming out on Apple TV called Silo, and it started off like a dark shot. And you know what the person said? It was like, we don't know how long we've been in the silo or how we got to the silo. And I was like, it's my bag, son. This is the type of show.
What are you talking about, Zed?
It was like in the future, distant future sometime, there's a civilization that's living in this underground silo. And the way it started, I was like, the premise, I'm like, this is the type of show I like. I literally was watching the trailer. That's what it said. And I was like, I'm here for it. So to me, I like even the premise of Last of Us, the dystopian future. I do like those type of shows in general. So that's what, to me, I give it 8 out of 10. It could have been better for some things for me, but I still very much enjoyed it. We talked about this a couple weeks ago with like
8 out of 10, bro.
Yeah, I got to, man. I mean, I still liked it, bro.
So I mean, 8 out of 10 is like you're recommending it to people.
I would recommend it to people. Yeah, I mean, I'm recommending other stuff first before it. I would recommend it to somebody for sure. If you're looking for something, it sound like
you gave it a 7 to me.
No. It was still good, bro. I mean, to
8
me,
is way too high. Give me another 8. Give me another show that's an 8 to compare it to. That's like a staple show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what you've seen.
Snowfall like an 8 right now. Snowfall at 8. But to me,
it's just as good as Snowfall.
Well, to me, here's the thing. Because we talked about this before. This is why I say I think it's because I like these type of shows more. Out of all the shows I'm watching currently, I was looking forward to those episodes the most, personally. For me personally, I like that stuff because you just never know. Like, somebody might die. They were killing off characters. It's like the stakes are really high, and I'm here for the drama personally. And I like Snowfall too. We have to get into it one of these days. I do like Snowfall, man. But I do like the show. I thought it was good. It wasn't like what people were talking about, like best things. Like, I got Walking Dead above it for zombie shows. Like it ain't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come on, early
Walking Dead. Peak Walking Dead is like a 9, 10.
Nah, yeah, Peak Walking Dead, like first 3, 4, 5 seasons of Walking Dead.
Oh, it's must watch. So it ain't as good as that. That's what I'm saying. It ain't as good as that. It ain't like must watch. Even now that the craze is a little bit over,
bro. If you don't have nothing to watch, that's this, and that's a 7 to me. If you don't have nothing to watch, you watch it. If somebody's like, yo, give me a show to watch, I ain't got nothing, I'm in a show hole. Hey man, you might want to watch this. It's not the greatest, but it's solid.
I would give it to. I would definitely recommend this, but I would have other.
How about this? So show this came out. You watched Peripheral, right?
Yeah, I liked it better than Peripheral. Man, I'll be honest with you. Peripheral started off strong, but to me, Peripheral fell off, bro. I'll be honest with you, dog.
No, no. Don't get it.
It fell off, son.
Peripheral started crazy.
It did start crazy.
And it did dip a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But I'm still giving it like a 7.5, 8. Because what I'm saying is like I'm actually looking forward to the second season. I can't say the same for Last of Us.
No, I'm actually looking forward to the second season. I'll be honest with you. I'm not looking forward to it as much as Severance. We talk about Severance a lot, as much as Invincible, because I didn't like it as much as those other shows are rated higher. But to me, I was really captivated and wanted to see, hey, what's going to happen. Even listen, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it here, man. Let's talk about the ending for the show, which I think is pretty controversial ending. The way it ends on the show is this girl, the main character Ellie. They're trying to get her to, she has immunity to get to the virus. She got bit by a zombie and she was fine. So she has immunity to the zombie. And this other man, Joel, who's like just a random guy at this point, he ends up kind of taking care of her over the course of months. He goes all the way from Boston to Utah pretty much, and they form a bond and a friendship, and he lost his daughter before. So he ends up start to love and care for this little girl. And when they get there, they're like, yo, listen, you got here now, finally, this is awesome. All right, so we're gonna prep her for surgery, and yeah, she's getting prepped for surgery. He's like, okay, well, can I see her? They're like, oh, you can't do that. And they're like, how come? And so she's like, well, in order to find the cure, it's kind of the cordyceps, the fungus grows in her brain, so they're gonna have to like remove her brain and stuff like that. But she didn't experience no pain. She's all good, or she's not all good, but she's good. Like she didn't know what was going on, so we're gonna have to we got a surgeon working on it. And he could try to develop a cure from her. And he's like, hold on now, hold on. Even to me, that was a big twist. I did not see that coming. It says I didn't play the game. That was I literally had no idea, because it's like, okay, get her there. Like I Am Legend, right? I Am Legend, what Will Smith do at the end? He gave a little bit of his blood. He's like, yo, take this. The cure is in my blood for I Am Legend. That's what he told to the people.
Right.
I had no idea. They're like, yo, we're going to have to kill her. I'm like, hold on now. We're going to have to kill her. And Joel was like, heck no, son. And he went
First of all.
What's up, dog? Talk to me.
This is where the show started to unravel a little bit for me.
What's up?
The lady, Marlene, comes in there and she's like, Joel, basically she's like, yo, bro, you're a beast.
For sure. And
I don't know.
Hold on, one thing too. Remember before we talked about how did Joel even, real quick, turn into a beast when just 3 episodes ago he was like, Tommy, please, man. I'm too weak, Tommy. I can't keep her. She'll die for sure, Tommy, please.
No. But at the beginning of the season, they alluded to the fact that Joel was a beast. And he was saying it. He was like, listen, I'm not a good
beast,
guy.
He's really nice with the guns. He can fight.
Yeah. He was just that guy. Even the first couple episodes, they was like, yo, that one dude was scared of him. Like, he was like, look, just don't put Joel on me. Like, don't put him on me. Cause everybody knew, that's why he got commissioned to do this job in the first place.
Yeah.
Him and his running mate, I forgot her name at the time, but they was like the ones, like, you need something done, we're gonna get it done. They the muscle, essentially.
For sure.
It was wild to me, and this is where the show started unraveling. It was wild to me that she walks in and she's like, hey, I can't believe you got her here. I took 5 men with me. We couldn't even get us through, but you got us here. You're a beast. Also, we about to murk her. And 2 guys, y'all escort him out right now. That's crazy talk to me. Like, you knew he was visibly mad as soon as he stood up. Like, oh yeah, you gonna have to fight me right now. I'm not letting this happen. She should have known that. Why did they even take him out? Why did they escort him right now? Literally tie the dude up. He was knocked unconscious.
I think they was, because here's the thing, it's true. When they first got to the place, the soldiers kind of knocked him out because they didn't know who was what. But then they got in there like, oh, we didn't know who you were. So it's true, but I feel like she was kind of more grateful, like, oh snap, you can possibly save the world. Like, you're the only person I thought that could have did this joint. So I think it was more of a gratitude, like, yo, you know what, son? And that's what even she said, like, yo, I don't really like owing people, but I owe you, son. Like, you really did this.
Nah, bro, but this is what I'm saying is like, that was, especially after watching the episode, right? And we'll get into it here in a second, but after watching the episode, like, you knew what this dude was capable of. And you knew how, like, attached he was to her. I mean, even he woke up and was like, let me just see her. She was like, I can't let you see her. Like, sorry. Like, bro, this dude is going to snap, right? Like, know that.
So now I'm going to the post-credit joint, behind the scenes. They were talking about how Joel because at the beginning he was really rough and tough. Even like with Tess, the female companion,
he was what's the word?
Hardened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like hardened.
He was
you know what I'm
stoic.
saying?
Yeah, he
very
didn't really
stoic.
show a lot.
I don't really care about much. So I don't think she anticipated at first him even really caring. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to kill this little girl. She might have thought initially like, oh, it'd be like, all right, well that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't have thought like, oh, he's gonna be attached to this girl, which he was.
Okay, but after they punched him in the stomach in that hospital bed, they
Here's
knew
I would say though. Here's the thing though. She did tell him, take him out, and if he tries anything, kill him. She did at least give him those instructions.
But he's a beast, dog. Like they
undersold the beast, though. That's what I'm saying. They undersold the beast a little bit.
They did not undersell the beast. They showed us that multiple times.
But here's the thing. What about when he was with Tommy saying, bruh, Tommy, I want to get this girl killed. My heart. What about the heart problems and all that stuff?
That was one episode, bruh. That was one episode.
A more recent episode.
Literally, the whole show was, and she said it. She was like, "You got this girl here," and he was like, trying to downplay, like, "Oh, like she was good." She was like, "Bruh, if she wouldn't have survived one day without you."
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of right. And then you're gonna put two dudes that was, I mean, like, bro, the guys they put on him was like, yo, you knew these dudes was about to get popped. I knew it as soon as he went out the stairs. I was like, yo, these dudes are over.
He might have like left and came back though, for real. I thought he might have like, why didn't? Because to me it's almost like this. Like I was thinking the same thing when it happened. It's like, bro, why not tell him? Give me some time. Give me a week. Get you as soon as we get. I ain't even get to say bye. It's like, bro, she already like, bro, that's kind of crazy to me. Y'all just like, well, we got.
That's what I'm saying. They told him wild. They let him out. And what's the crazy part about it is, dog, when they let him out, she wasn't even in surgery yet. It'd be different. It was like, it's already done, dog. You woke up. Sorry, man. It's done. You can go ahead and get on your way. You can't save her. It's over.
True.
They literally like woke him up right before it happened. Like not even right before it happened. It had to be way before it happened because you see how many people he shot. Like my man went through the whole joint. That joint had to take 30 minutes to get through that whole place.
And even then, bro, once again, one other little shortcoming of the show, they fast forward through the action. I wanted to see him get right. We saw him a few times get right, but then they fast forward like, hey, yo, hold on. Like, because the show has been more drama than action. And
yeah,
like,
my man came through like John Wick, and we didn't even see it really.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I didn't think he was like that. Because to me, I'm just thinking the last episode or 3 episodes ago,
Come on,
he was like, because we saw him with the heart problems. We saw him like about to pass out. And he's like, bro, I'm getting old. I can't really do this like I used to.
No, but we saw him like they foreshadowed this at the beginning of the show with his daughter, and you can clearly see what they're trying to tell you is like this is his like second chance at saving his daughter's life. This is like his daughter reincarnated essentially. They're showing you, they're foreshadowing this whole time, and even then at the beginning of the show, like he was about that, like he pulled up with the truck, hitting stuff, shooting stuff, and then he was hardened for 20 years, and he had a reputation. Like everybody knew, like, yo, don't mess with Joe. He will snap on you.
Sure.
He'll have no problem murking you.
Sure.
So if I knew that and you knew that, Arlene knows that.
But she gave him instructions at least. Hey, if you try anything, kill him. That was instructions. Okay. So to me, listen, this is not even the most interesting part. The most interesting part is this. What would you have done? Did Joel make the right decision? That's really what I want to get to. Did he make the right decision?
He made the right decision.
To save the girl. He
made the right decision for him, bro.
Yeah.
I think when you're talking about these type of worlds, that's all that really matters.
Well, hold on. Let me give the people, if the people haven't watched it, he ended up saving a girl because he's like, hey, I want y'all to kill her. And he killed like all the people that was going to help him, and he took her back essentially, and he lied to her about it. Like, hey, yo, they couldn't fix you, or they couldn't find a cure. He kind of lied. So the question is, would you have saved a loved one of yours that could possibly end this whole, the pandemic ain't even a word, I don't even know what you call this, like apocalypse, essentially. Right. Or would you like let her, okay, you know what? She can actually do something that no one else in the world possibly can. So what you think? You said he made the right decision for him, Leland, go ahead.
Yeah, I think what you fail to realize is, man, it's like, situation like this is nuanced.
For sure.
I don't think I think that's the whole point of this show, is that they're showing you these individuals, they're giving you a peek into their life. I mean, you know, when you're in an apocalyptic time like this, death is a reality. Losing your loved ones are a reality. He already did it. I mean, at the beginning, he lost his daughter. He
For
thought
sure.
he lost his brother. He
He
lost
lost
his
this.
girl and best friend. He
Mhm.
probably lost a lot of people in the 20 years that he's known him. And, to him, Ellie was like redemption for him. It was like at this point, he had hardened himself so much. He had experienced so much loss that I think he didn't necessarily think that was possible to love again until he met this girl.
And I thought, even real quick, I thought that was a good scene too, because in this last episode, he's talking to Ellie. He opens up because even earlier in the show, he's like, "Yo, don't ask me about my daughter." Now he's talking about her more and stuff like that. And then Ellie says something like, "Hey, I guess time heals all wounds." And he looks at her. He says, "Wasn't the time?" And he kind of like his voice is choking. That was a good scene because it's like alluded like time didn't heal this wound. You healed this wound. So like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
she opened him up. So I think for him personally, given the person he is, and like I said, they already alluded to the fact that he was a killer. He said it multiple times. He said, "I'm not a good guy. Like I've done a lot of bad things."
Hey, I liked how he was moving too. Like the way he killed that doctor, bro. I feel like the one thing I would say, the way he had Joe moving, it was like very like, I'm just moving matter of factly. The doctor came in there, "Hey guys, don't hurt her. I'll do he cop. No talking.
No talking. Nothing to say, bro.
Doctor, hey, yo,
out
get
of here.
over there right now,
mean,
son.
like that's what I'm saying. He was completely and totally focused.
Yeah.
And I feel like Marlene, as smart as she was, she knew that. She knew that. She knew that he was going to be like that. That's why I don't like about it. But okay, either way, the question is, did he do the right thing? Would I do the same thing? If I was Joel, probably.
No, you, bro. Not don't try to cop out, son. You.
It's not a cop out, bro. The what I'm saying is like if you gotta leave him connected. Like he lost a lot of people, and he's desensitized to killing.
For sure.
So if you add those two things together, I lost a lot of my loved ones. I'm desensitized, and they're telling me I'm about to lose another loved one that I thought I would never have, and I have the power to actually change it.
Good point. Yeah, that's true.
You're doing it. You are too. Like everybody is. Like the point is, bruh, it's apocalypse. Like what do you care? Really, what do you care if you die? Like if you're dead, it don't matter.
Well, here's the thing. I was thinking about something and talking to Latanya last night. I think it gave me the perfect answer to the question. Here's the perfect answer, son.
Okay.
She said, I'm giving her credit. It depends on what Ellie says. If Ellie is cool with dying to do it, you do it. If Ellie don't want to do it, it's up for you. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's actually a good answer because to me, Ellie could be like, you know what, man? If I can save the whole world, maybe. And once again, that's what I'm saying. Give me some time. Like, don't just give me some time to think about it. Let me get some time to like smell the roses, have my last meal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but they can't though. That's what I'm saying. Because you might say no.
Well, if it's no, then it's up for y'all. I got to do the same thing. I talked to her. She's like, listen, I'm too scared to die. I don't want to die yet. It's like, all right, bet, no problem. Nope. Now it's time to turn.
That's what I'm saying. They can't take that risk. That's the whole point of this. Because they can't take the risk of her trying to run or whatever. Like they want the cure, bro. And so that's why they did it on the sneak tip because they was like, look, we ain't gonna tell her about it, nothing, because that's less humane. It's more humane to just be like, oh, you didn't even know.
True. I can see that. So here's the thing too. Here's the thing I was thinking about from a science perspective. Also talking about this with Tanya last night. I think there also are ways that you can do it without the explanation they gave to me wasn't good enough. Joel, he had like the little, hey, yo, find someone else. That was his approach, find someone else. I'd have been like, hey, listen, there's other things you can do. Like even at the university right now, there's a professor who her research is working on pretty much doing like not necessarily imaging of the brain, but finding out the chemical composition of the brain while a person's still alive, doing like a sort of spectroscopy where they shoot lasers down in the brain and they can tell you about the chemical composition without like having to slice a person open. And basically the reason for it is like it can help for earlier detection of certain neural problems if you can do it before something starts happening. And so I'm like, yo, is that an option? Also, people have also guys. I'm just saying this is me. Joe did his thing. This is me in my situation. Hey, yo, people have survived with also portions of their brain taken out. Do we got to kill her? If the whole brain got to go, people literally survive and function normal lives. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, bro.
What's up,
bro? I already said it in the show. This has been going on for like 20 plus years.
For sure.
You don't think that they've tried everything?
Well, I don't think they've ever had a sample like this, though. They never had a person that they found immune. At least that's what my understanding is.
Nah, they said it in the show. I think they said in the show, they was like, nah, this. They've tried. I mean, of course they've tried everything, but they've tried.
But they never had a person immune, though. That's what I'm saying. They never had a person. Joel lied at the end with talking about, hey, there's mad people like you. That was a lie. Joel just said
I can't remember, but I could be mistaken. But I feel like in the show when they were talking about, her, Ellie in particular being the hope, it was like, but we've heard this before. You know what I'm saying? They've had the cure before. Like people, you got to imagine around the world, there's plenty of smart individuals who are like, I think I figured it out. The reality of the situation is that they don't know, and they really are. She was just gonna be a test for science. At the end of the day, like they weren't. There's no way they could be 100% sure. It was a theory, and there was no way that they could say to them, "Oh, we can still save her." Like, bro, they need her entire body for science.
But here's the thing, though. I feel like it may take a while, but even like with the COVID vaccine and things like that in that movie Contagion, once you can find the thing and isolate it, which that's also sometimes a tricky part, it's pretty seemingly straightforward to my understanding of it. So if they're like, hey, if she has this, because my thing is this, it wasn't like a natural immunity like Will Smith. And that's what they showed in the thing. It was like, oh, she actually was pregnant and got bit just in time. And that's kind of how she became immune. It wasn't like a natural, like, because in life you have people that are sometimes immune and stuff. It wasn't like, hey, man, there's 0.0001% of the population is immune. It wasn't like that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I don't think it was like, we've tried. It was more so maybe you've heard a rumor and people are like, man, that ain't true. Ain't nobody immune, son. It ain't like a concrete example. That's even why that's why Joel throughout the show was like, yo, if you showed it to anyone, they're going to shoot you. No one's going to be like, oh, she's immune. Yeah, it's like, nah, son, it's over for you. Don't ever show anyone your arm. You see what I'm saying? Because no one's going to believe you're immune. So I feel like it was more concrete. I don't, it's tough, man. Like, I think
it's tough, man.
With Joel, if you have Joel's skill set, which I personally don't, like, if they say, oh, we're going to kill her, it's like, dog, it is armed to, 50 men. It's like, dang, bro. I'm looking around like, dog, I can't do nothing. But yeah, it's true. If I'm Joel, I do have the power to do something.
You got the power and you don't care. Like, you don't have really nothing to live for anyway. You don't have, like, this is like really right now what he's saying is like, she's the only thing that he's living for, period. So
that's, now what if, because I think also at the end of the show, it kind of alluded to Ellie, like not really, I'm saying Ellie, I'm thinking of Stranger Things, Ellie, like kind of knowing that Joel was telling the lie. You know what I'm saying? So what did you
telling the truth?
So do you think Ellie would have been willing to sacrifice herself? Like, what if Ellie says, you know what, Joel?
Yeah, I think she would.
Want to.
I think she would. I think he knows she would.
I think so. But to me, it's like, bro, even for me personally, I feel like that makes sense, man. If the whole world is in hell, if I got
that's what I'm saying. You're not Joel. Like,
it's true.
They've been trying to tell you who Joel is this whole time.
True.
The dude is he's broken. I mean, he had his daughter shot right in front of him.
True.
And he's gone through this whole thing and he's still somehow surviving. Mm-hmm. He's a broken guy. And I think, just like the episode 3, where they were showing you, was like, the guy, like, they was like, I don't want to do this without you. Like, what I'm saying? Hope is a powerful thing. Love is a powerful thing, man. Like, you take that away from somebody, what do they really have? And so I think what they were trying to depict is like Joel was in that state. He was just in a state where he was like, I can't, I think he was okay with dying trying. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. He was okay with, like, he was gonna give it his all.
So yeah, he was just
that's what I thought was gonna happen too. Because I didn't think he's gonna get to mow down all them soldiers. I really think, like, Joel about to die right here, son. This is it.
He a beast, bro. They're trying to tell you, bro.
Bruh. So listen, here's the tough thing. Here's what's tough now, like, and that's why I said I am looking forward to season 2, because my thing is this. Even if they try, I don't know if they have the resources to recreate what they've just had there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, even like, bro, scientists at this point in time ain't just in abundance. A safe facility, like, even if you, like, he could have been 1-on-1, like, you know what I'm saying? It's because
that's what we were saying that too. Like, bro, your man shot him. Like, he really don't care. Like,
I was thinking, shoot the nurse, don't shoot the main person, just in case there's another workaround. You might be killing the only person in the world because, like,
you don't care.
I know, and that's what's crazy because like now even he can't, and he had a lot of L at the end because Ellie starts to kind of think, okay, did he lie? And he says, hey, swear to me what you said happened, like because Joel lied to her and said, hey, there wasn't a cure. I barely got you out. Raiders came, and he said, I swear, he like lied to her. And I'm like, at this point, you can't even go back there and like there's probably be nothing there. You know, you're gonna have to find Fedra don't seem like the most reasonable. It seemed like if you come to Fedra, hey, look, she's immune, you probably get capped right away. You know what I'm saying? Like
super Merc Marlene.
Super Merc her. See, also with Marlene, one thing I will say too, she should have for sure when she saw him in that garage, ain't no more talking. Soon as Joel holding her, she should have popped him right away. He can't kill 20, 30 people. He talking about some, you can still come back from this, even everything. No, you can't, son. At this point, you killed a lot of jokers, son. People that got friends and family. You can't. So to me, if I'm Marlene, I literally thought as soon as she came on him, what am I talking for?
I think she didn't want to shoot Ellie, man. I think that's really
and then I was thinking with Joel, I was like, Joel, how come you not carrying a gun? And he had that gun tucked in. I said, my boy. Yeah, I said, because I was like, yo, Joel, why you got no gun, sir? Nah, so you thought, because he was holding her like this, and he had the gun underneath. So he shot her. Because like, Joel, how you gonna get caught slacking? Nah, son, not caught.
Nah, son. Yeah. That's saying Joel he's not playing no games, bro. Like this is what he do, son. Like this is literally in his bag of talents, and he won't ready to let her go, bro. So
all right. That's it, man. Listen, season 2 has been confirmed. It'll probably come out probably next year or the year after. So they will be making a season 2. It probably gonna be based off season 2 of the game or the second rendition of the game. But I'm looking forward to it, man. Really quickly, lastly, we're gonna get you guys some quick sports news. You know we're hoop heads, Leland and myself. The NBA season is almost over. There's less than 15 games left in the season, and so it's almost to the end. With that, oh yeah, it's less than 15 games, dog. Like some teams got like 13 or 12 even. You know what I'm saying? It's almost there, dog. And so this year, we told you guys before, me and Leland are playing in the Fantasy Basketball League. Me and Leland both made the playoffs. The top 4 teams made the playoffs. And guess what? Yo, hear me out, podcast listeners. Me and Leland are playing against each other in the playoffs right now for the next 2 weeks.
But it's weak.
Playing. Leland, what's up, man? How you feeling, man?
Terrible, son. You see my team, bro. My team was solid. But it hit its peak, man. I had like an 8-week, 10-week win streak.
You was rolling for sure.
But now they ain't.
Yeah, you got LeBron. There. That's the main thing. You have LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron out, and all my players are they're just okay. They're not playing their best ball right now, which is natural. I think, you know, as teams start gearing up for the playoffs in real time, they either start resting. There's injuries at the end of the year, so. You know, even like I had like Jaren Jackson Jr. on my team, and Jai's out, and it's like his production is weird.
Oh, you got Ja on your team too?
Huh?
You got Ja Morant on your team?
No, I have Ja. I have Jaren Jackson.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say, hey, Ja, that's another story for another day.
but but yeah, nah, you know, the different combinations do different things to your teammates. Like, you know, LeBron's out. You know, when Russ was on the team, like he might go off or he might not. You know, sometimes so there's so many different things happening with my team right now that's just messing me up. So we're gonna see, man. I don't know. And then I was hoping that Giannis was out and he came back, bro. He came back just in time, bro. I was like, yo, come on.
Giannis, he done had a few games this season where he was like, there was one game he missed the game, came back, played like 6 minutes or something, got hurt again. And he was back the next game again because I was like, dang man, Giannis hurt again, son. Now
I needed that this week, bro. I needed Giannis to be out yesterday, man. At least yesterday.
Too, son. He went off too, boy. And
he went crazy, son. And then I had Bobby Portis on my team, and because Giannis went crazy, Bobby Portis ain't do nothing. So I'm like, yo, wow, bro.
Last thing I'll say too, bro, is this, man. I actually respect you dropping LeBron. I think that was the right move for you. I was hoping you didn't. I was hoping you held on to him. But it makes sense to drop him because it's like you can either win now, and then hopefully next week you play the championship, or lose now with LeBron and then you get him back afterwards.
Bro, bro, you go, okay, wow, great. You got LeBron on your team, but he don't come back for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's smart. You made the right move dropping him. I'm hoping, I don't know if he's still available on the waiver wire. I probably, if I make it, I won't, I got to see how it looks out before I can even, because I can't afford to have an empty spot either, man.
Nah, bro.
It's 2 weeks. We got 14 different moves so you can drop and add players. So yeah, we'll keep you guys updated, man. We'll keep you guys updated.
For sure. But yeah, man, what you think? That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it, man. We like it over an hour, I think.
Yeah. We're gonna try to keep this one there. But as always, guys, look, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Give us some likes, subscribes, share, whatever. Send us some comments. Jump in the comments, man. Tell us what you want to hear. We really enjoyed that one we had where we had one of our viewers give us a would you rather question. So we always looking for good would you rathers, topics, rankings, shows to watch, recommendations. So we appreciate you guys, man. We're having a good time doing this, man. And we really appreciate the support and everybody tuning in, and we're gonna have more for y'all. So stick with it. Until next time, peace, guys.
Peace.